Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. What are the reforms of Prophet Muhammad? Have you ever wondered about this question? So here I'm just going to give you a list of some of the reforms of Prophet Muhammad. The first one is that the Prophet Muhammad stopped the killing of female infants in Arabia. Arabia was a culture who believed that female children are a kind of a curse to them, and he came and stopped this practice. The second one is that he united the divided Arab tribes. He united them under one banner of Islam before his death. The third one is that he gave women the right to inherit properties, and also that these women should not be inherited themselves as properties. The Quran says in Quran chapter 4 verse 7 that to men is a share of what their parents and close relatives leave behind, and to women is a share of what their parents and close relatives leave behind, whether it is big or small, an obligatory share. And also the fourth one is that the Prophet Muhammad reformed the concept of war and gave what we call proper rules of engagement. Before him, there were no proper rules of engagement, but he gave rules of engagement in order to minimize civilian casualties and also the destruction that is caused by war. And in doing so, he followed in the footsteps of people like Saint Augustine before him, who also gave the concept of a just war theory. Another point of reform is that the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he gave rights to animals. He commanded that animals that are used for transportation, like camels, like donkeys, like horses, should not be overburdened. And also that we should not kill one animal in the front of another animal if we want to use them for food. And also another reform of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, is that he promoted green environment. He encouraged his followers to plant trees, and he discouraged them from cutting down trees unnecessarily. The other points of reform of the Prophet Muhammad is that he was known to have stand up for oppression even before he became a prophet. So at the age of 22, it was known that he stood in what we call the Hilful Pbuh. It is an alliance of the righteous against oppression that was going on in Arabia. This was even before he became a prophet of God. And also another reform of the Prophet Muhammad is that, of course, he brought a concept of salvation that is simple, that is logical, that is inconsistent with the teachings of Moses and the prophets before him. So for example, the Quran says, Inna haza lafi suhufil ula, suhufi Ibrahim wa Musa. That these teachings of the Quran, these teachings of Prophet Muhammad, they are found in the previous scriptures before. The scriptures of Moses and Abraham. Or in the Quran, in other verse of the Quran, you hear the Quran says, Ya ayyuhal lazina amanu kutiba alaykumus siyam, kama kutiba ala allazina min qablikum la'allakum tattaqun. That all you who believe, fasting has been prescribed upon you just the way it was prescribed to those before you. So the Quran, it says that this message is a message that is consistent with the teachings of the Prophet before him. And another reform, if we want to add, is that he condemns social and economic vices like gambling, like taking of interest, like taking alcohol, like doing drugs, and all of these things. He condemned all of these social vices. So we can list more and more and more. And this is the reason why Encyclopedia Britannica calls him the most successful of all religious personalities. And Michael H. Hart, in his book, The 100, the most influential men in history, he said that he put Prophet Muhammad as the number one in his list. He said that his decision to pick Prophet Muhammad might surprise some readers and may be questioned by others, but he is the only man in history who has been supremely successful on both the religious and secular level. So this is it. Till next time, with peace, blessings, and mercy of God be upon us all.